Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In the previous video we have learned about the difference between declarative reactive programming and also imperative programming we have seen. That those both are one of the contrast to each other, one of the programming paradigms. So now let's start with the sample Angular project and we'll see how we can implement in a normal way, in a normal fashion, how we will writing through the imperative programming. Let's try to see and let's try to convert it into the declarative programming. Okay, so then you will get a clear idea about that both the things differences. Now let's try to create an Angular project. So as you already know, so how to create an Angular project: ng new Angular hyphen declarative post. So I will take something like post app only. So how we have implemented all these days using this CRUD operation, right? So like that only I will be doing using the declarative programming. Let's try to create new one. So now it will ask some of the questions. So let's try to see. Yeah, here it is asking that whether I want to create a routing or not. Okay, fine. Let's create a routing. Yes. And what is the format of the style sheet you want? So let's take the SAS style sheet, but we will be not focusing more on the styling. Let's try it today. So it will take some time to install all the packages related to that one. By that time, let's try to initialize the database. So as you all, so many people are asking me that, so how we can initialize the database. So right now I am for all of my projects and all those things, I will be taking Firebase only. So let's open firebase.google.com. So this will provide us some sample database, and here I will be using that get started. In this get started, and here you will be able to see some of the projects that has been created. So let's try to create a project so that you will be able to know, and you can create in your own account. For opening this Firebase account, you need to have a Google ID. So if you are logged into your gmail.com, and automatically this Firebase will be logged in. So this Firebase belongs to the Google company only. So now let's create a project. Here it will ask you for the name of the project. So let's take that one as something like Angular RxJS posts or something like that. Okay, sorry. So it will ask you to create a name. Let's try to create a name, Angular hyphen RxJS posts, anything, whatever the name you want. So whichever is suitable for you, you can create a name. And let's create on the continue. And if you click on the continue, it will ask you that Google Analytics for this one. So I don't want to have any Google Analytics for this one. So just we can create a project, as this one is a development purpose only, just for testing. So course purpose only I am creating a project. It will take some time to create a project. By the time if you try to see here, so still it is installing the packages. Let it create, and here this one is also creating. Let's wait for some time for creating it up. So here it is telling that it is finishing up. Now if you try to see here, the project is ready. Now let's click on the continue. If I click on the continue, and it will take you to the dashboard of this Angular-RxJS-post. This is the project, and you will be able to see lot of options, lot of features here. Okay, right now we will target about only the real-time database. Why? Because I want to have a database so that I can connect to this database and get the details right from the Angular. So for that reason I am using this database. So let's try to create a database here. So here it will ask you that what is the location I want to create the database. So let it keep it United States only. And here it is asking you that, so do I need to start in the lock mode? So lock mode means nobody can access this one. So you need to have a authentication rule set up for this one. So right now I will keep it in the test mode only, so that everyone can access this one. So let's keep it as enable. So if I enable this one, it will take some time to create the database. So this is how the database will be created. And here if you try to see the rules, it is you will be able to see some of the rules here. So it is telling you that, so read is kept to true, so up to 9th, so this is end of the day, so it is kept to true, and write operation also it is true. So here you need to give true. So all the time if you want to keep it open means, so you can keep it as a true, so that every time, so when you want to read and write operations, so everyone can access this one. So I am keeping it as a true so that I can access the read and write. Now here if you go to the data, and here unable to load it, try again. So right now we don't have any database, so everything is empty. So if you want to create database means, so now let's try to refresh it again. Okay, so you will be able to see like this. So this is the database we are able to see, and now wherever you want to create, you can create it. So this is how we will be creating a database in the Firebase. So this is why I am showing you this one is, so all the people are asking me that how to create a database, how you are making use of this Firebase database. These are all things you are asking, right? You can also use this Firebase database. So this is how we will be creating. So right now I already have some data in a database, so that is in the RxJS post. I will make use of this project instead of using this new project. If you want, you can use this same project and you can do it also, or otherwise. So I already have some data set up in this RxJS post to show you the content, so to show you the output. So that is the reason I am using this RxJS post. If I open this RxJS post, and in this real-time database I am having some markup data. If you try to see here, so same thing it will appear, but we will be having some markup data. See here, I am able to have some categories and I am able to have some posts. That's it. So if you want means, you can create that post. It's not a problem. So this is how we will be creating a database. Now let's go and see that whether the project is created or not. So yeah, the project is created. Let's try to open this one in the Visual Studio Code. So I am opening this one in the Visual Studio Code. So here, let's try to open, and this project is developed in Angular 12 version. So if you try to see ng version, so the version will be, the Angular will be in the 12.2.8 Angular CLI version. And here if I go to this, oh sorry, so I have opened wrong folder, so I need to go into the folder, right? So here I need to go into the Angular declarative post, and I need to open the Visual Studio Code here. So now let's try to open this project, and here if we try to see, so let's open this one, and here we are able to see that package.json file, and we are able to see that the Angular core is the 12 version. So we are using the 12th version. So at the time of this recording, the Angular I am using is the 12 version, and here down you will be able to see that RxJS is 6.6.0. so this is the old version. Let's try to update that one. So npm install RxJS @latest. I want to use the latest. Why? Because in the previous course we have did the RxJS latest version code. So let's try to upgrade this one RxJS. So I have updating this RxJS, so to the new version. Let it update. So now we have updated the RxJS to 7.4.0. so fine, so everything is well and good. Now we will also install the Bootstrap also. So npm install Bootstrap @latest. I am using the latest also for this one also. Okay, so whatever thing. So I think the Bootstrap latest version is 5.2 or 5.1 I think. So let's install this Bootstrap also, so that we will be using, so there is no need to write the CSS and all those things. We can make use of the Bootstrap features itself. So we are setting up the project. So initial we are setting up the Angular project so that we can develop the application in this one only. Right, the Bootstrap 5.1.3 has been installed. So this is all, we have set up the project. So now if you try to run this one, let's try to run this one, npm start. Okay, if I try to run this npm start, now the project bundle has been developed successfully. Now let's try to see the output. If I try to open localhost 4200, so let's try to see the output here. So it is trying to open. So done. And if you try to see, so this is the project. So we have successfully set up the project. In the next video we will try to get the post data through the imperative programming. Now how normally we will be getting through the RxJS subscribe method. So we'll try to get the post data, and afterwards we'll try to convert it in declarative. So hope you understood how to set up the project and all things. In this video we have set up the project, Angular project, and also we have updated the RxJS, and we have installed the Bootstrap, and what are the necessary requirements we needed. So we have installed in the application, and we have set up the Angular running. So in the next video we will try to get the post data also, and also we have learned about how to set up the Firebase project also we have seen, so that you will be able to understand. So at the time of practicing you will be able to create your own Firebase database project in your own account. Hope you understood about this video. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.